the other thing here that it's unprecedented, Bill, in the history of the United States. This has never happened, or a president or future president or a president who's about to be inaugurated discredits the strongest security agency that they have in the United States.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope, the CIA. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a slippery slope.
Oh,
but
sure it is.
CIA is saying, by fact,
sure it is.
By evidence, not a theory, they're not theorizing, by fact that the Russians tampered in the United States of America's election to make sure that Donald Trump won. They hacked both emails. They hacked the RNC and the DNC's emails, but they only pushed out the Democratic stuff. And experts, much smarter than me, a million times smarter than me, political professors are saying that if they find that there is a collusion between Trump and the Russians, it is not borderline, it is called treason.
I would say so.
In the United States, it used to be punishable by death. But now it's life in prison without any chance of getting out.
Well, they have to go through the process, Frank, right or wrong.
Well, there's an investigation, and you know what's really bizarre, Bill, is that there's a lot of Republicans that are backing this investigation.
Oh, you can't. I don't think if you don't, Frank, you're as guilty of treason as Trump is.
Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't have said that better. Absolutely.
I'm not surprised at that, especially opportunists like McConnell. He has to say that.
But he's a pretty bright guy. I believe he's a political opportunist. He's a media guy. You know, like most politicians, look at the new president. Media hounds, right? But McConnell's a pretty smart guy.
I'm sure he is.
He's got a pretty impressive resume.
Well, I hope he's not proud of himself over the past 8 years. I hope he's not proud of...
The Republicans can definitely can be proud of the last 8 years, but they need to be walking on pins and needles right now with this report. Either pins and needles, or they're going to have a big celebration party. In what I'm, you know, the haters of Trump, if they find the information, which some experts are saying they do have, the CIA, of Trump being involved in that collusion for a foreign nation and a somewhat enemy of the United States tampering with the election. And here's a guy that yelled all through the election, rigged through the primaries for his own party, rigged. So don't you find that a little ironic?
If it's true, it ain't funny. It's the worst possible crime that anyone could commit, and I will be very surprised if, in fact, it is true. However, the chance that it is the end of Trump immediately. Immediately.
And it's the end of his empire. It's the end of everything. That's why I told you guys that here's a guy who had it all and wanted more. And he's in a dangerous situation right now. And it's bizarre how he's responding to the CIA, saying that they're wrong. They've always got it wrong. They've made many mistakes. That it's probably China or some fat kid on his bed in his bedroom.
Well, you know what, Frank? I would like to think that would be the Trump standard answer. I mean, he can't be a party to this. If he is,
well, what he should do, you know, this is a guy who's going to be inaugurated in January. What he should do is say, put out the evidence and let's go through it and make sure that it's correct. And if it's correct.
But Frank, the real situation is this is Obama's government. This is under Obama's care. He's got to do it. He's got to get
doing it.
Resolved
for a very concise. He's called for a very concise presenting the facts to Congress and to everybody. You know, Trump's not really interested in facts. In fact, he doesn't want any briefings from intelligence on a daily basis because he's too smart for that, and it's wasting his time.